Hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And what we are going to look at in this video is we're going to set up this DS923 Plus. Thanks to Synology for sending this out. We're going to set this up. This is going to be the mainstay in every other network video that we do. So this device will be with us the rest of the year. So this is their new AMD based NAS. So I'm going to get it out of the box and I'm going to show it to you, and we'll be right back. All right, so here is the unit. You can see it's got 4 drive bays. Now it is a 923, right? Which means we can expand this using expansion ports up to 9 drives. You can also use NVMEs as actual, instead of just caching, you can use the NVMe on this as an actual, storage pool. Right? So we flip it around. We got 2 big fans back there, access here, USB, expansion, 2 NICs, and then the power. And I do have a 10 gig card that I'm going to put in this, and that's what'll go right there where that slot is. And the drives we're going to start this with, and we'll upgrade this as our videos go on and our requirements change. But the drives that we are going to use are these Synology SSDs, SATA SSDs. These are like 2 terabytes is what they say. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop these in, and the next thing we're going to do is get DSM installed, take a look around, take a look at the hardware, and talk about future plans for this. So I'll be right back. All right, so real quick, you can see I've got the unit right here, and the drive bays on it, they do look a little different than the other ones, where these are the ones that came with it are a little flatter. These the ones that I put in there stick out a little bit further, but the drives were seated and everything should work. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with it like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power the unit up, turn it on there. It's nearly silent, and with those SSDs, it's probably going to be, pretty quiet. So I'm going to give it some time to boot, and you can see down here I got a flashing light. I don't know if you can see that or not. There it is. May need to elevate this a little bit, but there's a flashing light, and so we're going to let this thing get booted, and then we're going to hop right into it. All right, so here we go. We go to find.synology.com, and it searches your entire network for a Synology NAS. Now you can see we found the DS923. Admittedly, those hard drives came from another Synology, so they had DSM installed on them already. Had they not, it would have taken about 10 minutes. It would have downloaded the software. It would have installed it. Like I said, the process takes about 10 minutes, and it guides you through it. But we're going to go ahead and connect because this is factory defaulted. So this is partially what you're going to see. All the privacy updates, all that good stuff. And you can see right here by default, it is not HTTPS. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this set up. So we're going to go to install, and we're going to automatically download and install the latest Synology. All data will be deleted. We understand that. And now it is, since I did that factory default, now it's going to go out, download the latest, and get it installed. So this is exactly what you would see had you pulled it out of the box. So we will be right back. All right, so we got the beep, and we are back at this screen. Welcome to DSM 7.1, Next Generation Data Management begins here. And they have all kinds of awesome stuff that is going to be coming out in DSM this year. I'm really excited about write once, read many, and immutable backups. That is going to make a ton of difference in how we do backups. All right, device name. We're going to call this DS923-WH. Now, typically you don't want to use the admin account. That's one thing that we want to get away from. So I am going to put my account on here. I'm not going to use their password. I'm going to use our standard lab password. And I am not yet going to bind this to Synology. So So we're going to go ahead next on this. I'm not going to save. Now, select an update option for your Synology NAS. Automatically install important updates. That's what we're going to do, important updates. We won't do all of them automatically, but we will do the important ones, and that is recommended. You could do notification. Synology has a pretty good track record. They've only had, I think, since I can remember, one update that's gone south like that. So, and then here is where you can create a Synology account if you don't have it and bind the device to it. For now, we're going to skip this. And I am going to go ahead and let Synology collect data to improve future devices and software. All right, the next thing we've got to do is create a storage pool and volume. So we're going to go ahead and click Create Now. And we're going to let this kind of guide us through this. Now, I'm going to add a couple more drives to this at some point in upcoming videos for Surveillance Station. So for now, I'm just going to use SHR. I could do RAID 1, but I'm going to use SHR. Makes it a little easier to swap drives, add drives, and things like that if I'm going to put it in the same storage pool. So I'm going to leave that as SHR, and I'm going to call this just main, just a generic name. I'm going to go ahead and go next, and we're going to select both the drives, and you can see that with SHR, it's basically a mirror, right? So I lose the capacity of one drive, which is fine by me. Now you can perform a drive check if you've got drives that are iffy or if they're new drives. These drives were pulled out of a working unit, so I'm going to go ahead and skip my drive check. And we are going to take advantage. We're going to create our volume here, and we are going to max it out. We could hit the max button. And I'm just going to call this a volume, the main volume. I am going to use BTRFS. It is recommended. It allows us to do quite a few more things in DSM, such as snapshots, replication, quota, and the advanced data integrity protection. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there and click Next and Apply. All the data is going to be erased. Yep, we totally get it. Going to be erased. And so it's going to go ahead and it is going to create this. And you can see over here it says that our NAS is healthy and working well. So let's take a look at the hardware that it's inside this. I'm going to close my storage manager. Well, looks like, let's see, we have some software updates. We do on our way. We'll go ahead and we're going to update all of those. We're going to let that work. Come back over to Control Panel. Ooh, this thing is snappy. Snappy, snappy. I'll refresh the page here. And I'm going to, I am going to do the extended warranty. Maybe I think I have to pay like $34.95 for that. So for now, I'm just going to hit skip for now. Go to Control Panel, and I want to look at the Info Center. So out of the box, this has an AMD Ryzen R1600 running at 2.6 gigahertz with 2 cores, and it comes with 4 gigs of memory. Max memory is 32 gigs, and we've got 2 1 gig NICs, and we've got that expansion port, so we can put our 10 gig NIC in there in a later video. So this device is pretty snappy. I know some of the other people who have reviewed this device are like, it's not good for Plex, transcoding, and all that. Well, we're going to use it in a home office, small business scenario. So I don't care about Plex encoding. That doesn't matter to me. So we're going to use this for a few things. We're going to spin up some VMs on it at some point. I'm going to have to get some more memory. And then we're going to set up Surveillance Station on it. We're going to do all kinds of things with this over the next 11 months. So you're even going to see us revisit some videos that we did a long time ago to do them with DSM-7, such as replacing Windows servers with Synology NAS, right? There are a couple things I want to do real quick. Let's take a look. We don't have any DDNS set up yet. We don't have our Quick Connect set up yet. We'll probably do that later. But what I am looking for, I'm going to leave it DHCP, and you're going to see the reason that it is DHCP is we're going to be building a couple networks and putting this in. And at that time, I'm going to reference this video. I'm not going to redo this setup video. I'm going to reference the video so you can see, you know, how to set it up. And then we'll set a static IP on it and stuff like that. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And I'll show you the second thing that we're going to do. We're going to go down here to Login Portal, and we are going to automatically redirect HTTP connections to HTTPS. And by default, we are going to leave the ports for now on 5000, 5001. I just want to get this up and going, get the secure connection. And I am going to do a follow-up video, kind of fine-tuning some of these things. So if there's anything specifically that you want to see, we are going to do like a security advisor type video and get all these things shored up, except for the static IP before our networking videos that we're going to use this for. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Now, by default, Synology has a certificate loaded on this device, and I think it lasts for 20 or 30 years or something like that. It's a pretty significant default certificate. We'll take a look at it here as soon as it loads. All right, so it has reloaded the web server. We're going to go ahead and go advanced. Now, this, if we look at this certificate, this is the one for Synology. Oh, and I'm sorry, it expires next year, so it's only a 1-year certificate. A lot of these vendors used to load multi-year certificates, and maybe that's not a thing anymore. So we're going to skip this warranty plus for now. So that's where I wanted to get us to. I wanted to look at the hardware, talk about it a little bit. I think this is going to be a great small office, home office box, and the reason is we can put 32 gigs in this. We can expand up to 9 drives, and it's got a snappy little processor, so we can run some VMs. We're going to be able to do all of our office backup or have this act as the server. This thing is versatile, and you're going to see over the next, like I said, 10 months, 11 months, you're going to see how much we can do with this DS923 Plus. So that's kind of it. If you've got questions about it, let me know. Next video we're going to do on this will be next week, and we're going to shore up a lot of these other security options. So if there's anything specific you want to see me do when we shore those up, let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like to get a DS923 and some of these SSDs, I did leave Amazon affiliate links down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment and share. Please follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Those links are down below, along with all of our affiliate links and our Patreon link. And if you need IT consulting, you can go to williehowe.com, click Hire Us, or fill out the Contact Us form. Submit that information, and someone will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Once again, I'm Willie. I want to thank you for being here. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.